Good evening, everyone. We are here. Georgina, all the way from Paris. Oh my goodness. How good is that? And Haley and Helen, and good evening. Unsure who is here. However, Facebook has a little, Amanda, right on time, right on time. So we might have Paris, we might have Sydney, we have Malvern, couple, I think. Danielle, good evening. I really hope that those are, can you kindly say hi on the Facebook family, because it's a little bit, I cannot even see who is there. Let me try and see that, and I'll say hi. Hello, Sarah. I hope you're feeling better. Hello, hello, Sandra, all the way from the beach. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, and how are we? I'm so glad that you're here, because actually there was no post, but hey, I've been doing it for the last 5 years. I have actually acquiring a new team for my social media, and we're gonna do things a little bit. No beach today, the rain has come away. Da la 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 la. 30 millimeters of rain we had. How crazy is that? So we have Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube all coming together. You know that if you miss the live, you can always go and watch it on my YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe. Hello, Costa, Yasu. And I hope, look at this. So for those of you who think that Sage is just for one go, even this one, I'll show you. Like, it's for so long. The bag that I sell can last you forever. This is if you can do fire. If you can't do fire, there is always a very good room spray. All right, so how are we? Nanagun, if I was able to pronounce it. Maybe one day I'll come and visit you there, Francis, right? Refuah shlema, darling, refuah shlema. So today, basically, I am just kind of connecting to whatever my client says to me during the week. And this is what we are processing. And I have to start by saying that today I did, okay, two things. So today is 1 year from that, hey, beautiful Queen yourself from Adelaide. So today it's 1 year for the anti-Semitic attack that I had on me, and where the festival had to literally to return me. But for what some of you know or don't know, the claim was that I am responsible for genocide, and because I'm Jewish Israeli, whatever, and crazy, and because I have the word WITSO written, which is Women International Zionist Organization, that actually support all women, all children, as well as men, by the way, and whomever needs help from whatever religion, from whatever color, race, whatever, because we're human, right? Human. If you need help and you're stranded or something happened, you'll get help. And for me, we always grew up on support and help each other. Anyway, to mark that 1 year, it's crazy because it was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago, but it didn't because the rain, the kids, blah, blah, blah. There's a group that is called Mums and Bubs. And I actually today did a mindfulness session, meditation session with my sound bowls that I have in the clinic. Anyway, so I thought it was pretty epic how everything just changed in 1 year. And no, you won't see me there on the weekend. And yes, you're welcome to visit me at my own clinic. Yes, Costa, when you go there, you can tell me what and how and if you go there. So, oh, привет, Julia. So basically what we're doing is just, I guess, 365 days later, no anti-Semitism will work on me. And we are here to spread the love, to spread the light, and to connect through everything that you've got, which is your heart, your soul, your energy, and that's what it's about. So what I wanted to speak about today is basically sometimes there is peace, but is it just ceasefire or is it true peace? Now, that can be between you to others, or that can be between yourself. Okay? So sometimes, buonasera, Edie. So sometimes when you have internal conflict, you don't know what to do and you're not sure how to solve the things. And when you have this internal conflict, some things can happen to you. You can go to the side of what your parents or your society expect you to do, or you can try to dig in within. So, or it can be as well with other people. If someone really hurts you, I don't think it can ever be the same. It can be peaceful, but it won't necessarily be the real thing anymore. Do you agree with me? Like something has been broken. And for those who did my course, you know how I speak about trust versus doubt and how I speak about trust versus betrayal. So if you have felt that you have been betrayed, right, then why will you trust that person again? And this is a very big thing, because this is where the Hebrew expression respect and suspect, so once that you are shifting your energy, and I always say, I don't want you to need to trust someone, because then the disappointment is much bigger, right? I would like you to try and trust someone. But that try is, it's fresh hair, Ida. It's fresh hair. No, it's 1 year that I've released. By the way, I'm putting pause on what I'm saying now. I have actually mourned for 1 year about the loss of the festival family. 1 full year. And my submission to the Royal Commission is probably passed to the next level. And no one can actually harm or hurt you that much, because there was no inquiry whether it was right or wrong. There was nothing. It was just boom, you're out for nothing. So this is the injustice that I will fight and always fight for, okay? So if something has been done to you and that you feel so strong about, then don't hesitate to stand up. Now, this is being authentic. This is being at peace, because you can just be at peace. However, it is not really authentic within yourself. And if you are not authentic within yourself, guess what happens when it's in? It actually goes into internal diseases, So when something has happened, liver problem, you are livid, lung, according to the Chinese medicine, you are in grief and you are mourning. When you are going, thank you, Helen, darling, Kuklipa, thank you. When you are in dread and terror, that's your kidney and bladder, right? I write it as well in my book. I write it here as well, not just with the emotions and everything. It's like goes with the addiction. Okay, so everything is connected. So if you have any behavior, the pancreas and diabetes, it's lack of sweetness in your life, as well as rejection, betrayal, and drama, and the anger of the lividness. Why do you think you call it livid? It's connected to the liver, okay? So unless you are aligned within yourself, Everything can be brewing inside, but no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. No, I'm fine. No, everything is good. And inside, that's why you need to check out what happens with the volcanoes. That's why you need to see what happens with Mother Earth, because Mother Earth will tolerate it so much until it doesn't. And then we have disasters. Then there is a cyclone. Then there is, hurricane. Provided that they are really natural, provided that they are really real. Because it's amazing how that blue light or blue houses will not got harmed, right? So are you free to do your own thing? I'm free to do what you want me. Are you free or not? You're free to do what you want. I need to see. Do you feel that you're free? Out of 10, how free are you to be and to do everything that you want? Today I've actually asked the moms, how much or how far or close do you feel that you are actually invincible? How far or close is it? And there are moms with little bubbies in their hands, So, hello Su Cheng, hello Nicole, hello Shona. So how are you allowing yourself to connect to your authenticity and to action what you want? You might be, you are as free, Georgina, you sure are. It's amazing. You're not free. Why not free? Why only 6 and 7, right? Because as soon as you are free to do everything, as long as you are invincible, right? Everything will come your way. That's the secret. Not the movie, The Secret. This is the real secret. The manifestation comes and goes as long as you're aligned with yourself. So if there are any blockages, and I'll give you an example for a blockage. Would you like to hear an example for a blockage? Do I like or alive? I want to see that I'm not just talking to myself. Show me, show me, show me. Here, I'll sage the new people that joined us. No, nobody wants to know? Okay. Oh, yes, you do. All right. Great. Great. Who do you take to work? Who do you take to your relationship? You know that work usually reminds you of your mom and your dad. Okay? So I had a client, highly, she had 50 people under her. But the boss reminded her of her dad, and the 2IC reminded her of her older sister that were always harsh on her. So she, instead of holding herself as the manager, which she did in many ways, let me just make sure that it's clear, many times internally, she reacted like the little girl. Daddy is saying no. The little sister is, connecting with the father, and they both on her. And that's what really happened. It did happen. However, her little girl, boof, reacted. Okay? I have a beautiful client that her daughter works for her. And then the daughter sometimes minimizes her. Sometimes she treats her well. And in a way, she is reacting because she's not the mom at work. She's paying her full wage. So who is coming into work with you? How's it, Janine? So as we are clearing our own self-authority and being authentic, those two clients, I've asked them, what can you do about it? You do not bring the little internal girl or boy to work. You do not bring them either to a relationship. Because remember, every girl projects her dad. Every boy projects or wants his mom. Okay? So it's not your job or their job to be the parents. Okay? So you set your own definition of what you want. of how you want, of where you want it. Okay? If your mom used to iron and you don't want to iron, you're not going to iron. Does that make sense? I don't iron. I have my friend over the phone helping me mentally with my steamer. I do not iron. My mom, may she rest in peace. Remember when it used to be the silk shirt in the 90s, late 90s? She used to iron them for me. And I'm like, Mom, I'll cook you, I'll this, I'll that. I do not iron. Why? For perfectionism reasons. Because if it won't be straight, I will lose it. And no, I will not go and give it. It's only this, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I'm doing it with a phone with my friend video. Like this, like this, like this. I've conquered 6 shirts this week. I'm very happy. I'm 55 and I hate ironing, but I'll do it for myself. Ask me to do it for someone else, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. So to be authentic, I do not do that, okay? So do you bring your inner child into the relationship? Do you manifest someone in your relationship that will look or feel or help you to solve things like your parents, with your parents, right? So I would love you to put, and that's what I do usually at the clinic. We work a lot with the inner child and we make him or her really feel supported. We clear the trauma and we shift it. I had a client the other day that I will actually not talk about them as a gender. And they had recovered from years of drug use and substance use, but mainly drugs. And despite all the psychiatric hospitals and rehab centers and everything, there were always something that stayed there. Because the usage, because before the actual drugs, it was alcohol. And before the alcohol, there was, well, the smoking came. All of that, and that I figured out in the first session, Detective Sharon here at your service. I said, how old is your inner child? It was 6. What happened at 6? Sexual abuse. So all these years was to escape that acknowledgement that it was the father. Now, I will never say who, where, why, as the client itself need to figure it out. I'm holding space. What do you see? Who is it? What is it? Okay? What is the feeling? And this is where, unfortunately, none of the therapists priors have gone the beginning, or the client did not trust them to go deep. Does that make sense? So whatever the action is, if it's not coming in a moderate way, it is covering something. It's an escape. It's an avoidance. And this is where we need to make sure that there is no avoidance. So if you can be authentic as you are now, and then you are clearing anything that stands there, in between, we call it as well the floor ceiling. So you might have a barrier here that you just can't pass. It's a glass floor ceiling. That's right, Miriam, we do not iron for anyone. So this is where you actually have to be so authentic and so aligned with yourself. Good evening, Dr. Watson, my dear. If you're not aligned, you will always use, whether it's the substance, that can be the alcohol, the drug, the food, whatever you use to push it down, right? It does not gonna help you. Hello, Soul the Virgo. So does that make sense to you? So always be brave to look within. Always be brave to see who is running the show, whether it's yourself, the adult, whatever age you are now, or whether it's the some old version of thyself that stops you from connecting to your true soul mission. And that is the big, big difference. So we do have a chance to start fresh. We do have a chance to start fresh. Okay? Right here, right now, you can start fresh. You bring your higher self, your real self, your current self to do it. We are actually, as you know, of course, and I told you, I'll keep talking about it. When we're going to Uluru at the end of August, we are going to deal with the divine masculine, with the divine feminine, with the galactic part. Now, it all sounds very big and as such, right? You need to give yourself permission to be free. You need to give yourself permission to actually stand in this vortex and clear it. And, you know, it's not just what we're doing then, because we're going to do things on the physical, but we're doing so many things on a full moon, in the red earth, in the heart of Australia. It is like beyond epic, the vortex. And my friend Penny, who is still watching, I hope, she's the one who actually took me to one of those sacred places where I've got the information to do. And this is going to be our 4th year. And when I've heard the message, we are waiting for you. 1, 2, and 3. And this year is the 4th year. I don't know if I'll do them anymore. I have no idea. But if you want to come and change and shift and transform your whole essence in a full moon, in a vortex of energy, together with me, who has permission from the indigenous, together with me, who is doing this for, in this life, 30, 40 years, in past life, we are part of the land. So please talk to me if you have any calling to do that. And you don't have to worry about anything. In fact, what I do tell, and again, yes, snake and all, shall we tell them? Maybe I'll tell them. Do you want to hear a funny story? Not about Uluru. What do you reckon, Penny? Go on, I'll tell them. So when I got there, so I was supposed to, okay, it's a funny story, but I did. I watched Priscilla, Queen of the Desert in England, London. I was 27, 28. I knew I had to go there, right? So as I went, I drove there. I actually drove manual camper van to get there. And as I'm driving there, because one friend was legally blind, but she never told me until the day that she came. And the other one just arrived from Tel Aviv. So this is driving on the wrong side. No. So yours truly, the truckie, was driving all the way to Uluru, manual, the wind, the no petrol at some stages, many, many adventures. Anyway, I got there. The 2 friends I'm not in touch with, surprisingly, has climbed the rock. I received from my Reiki master, and I have it with me here all the time. I've received that. She said to me, Sharon, go and bless it with the energy, because she got that from the American Indian, from the actual Indians there. Anyway, so I had this one with me to bless. I sat, put the poncho on me, and meditated on a rock while they were climbing. I'm like, see ya. And I was actually already almost sick, because I'm talking 2000, July 2000. And I remember I was actually sitting there and my whole energy transformed. It was like literally welcome to country. I was welcomed by the land into Australia. And my whole energy shifted. I was literally sick. I couldn't drive anymore. It was like 5,000 kilometers return. Imagine how many countries it will be in Europe, right? I think I've calculated like 6 countries. I even done the Olgas. So the Olgas is the Kata Tjuta, that we're not going to do the 6 kilometer, the 12, no, I think it's 8 kilometers. We're just going to do a 1 kilometer. But this is where it is. I jumped, went, poof, everything was amazing, transformed. Anyway, thank you, all good. I picked my second ex-husband. I have a beautiful child. For my 50th, so that was for my 29th, almost 30th. For my 50th, I got the message, I need to go to Uluru. I booked it, everything, COVID came, couldn't do it, was supposed to go with a friend. Couldn't go, of course. For my 52nd birthday, me and Elia came and we did the trip and we met the beautiful Penny in the, what was it, Boss in the Sky dinner, but it's a beautiful dinner by the rock. And she identified me, and I said to her, I need to go to the rock. She's like, leave it with me. She took the car, she came, picked us up, and we went to this special place. This is the place where I'm going to take whomever is coming there. And as soon as I put, and this one here, I don't know if you can see, but there is a photo of my palm. For me, this is the most important thing, because if I do not connect to this energy, there is no connection for me. Anyway, I'm putting my palm there and I'm hearing, we've been waiting for you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who is there? What's happening? Again, we've been waiting for you. And then I said, well, here I am. And that's where I got the message that I needed to bring. Then I'm hearing another sound. Release me, free me. And I'm like, and who are you? Like, what do you want? Release me, free me. Clearly identified that I have the ability to do that. And remember Kung Fu Panda, because that was the first thing that came to my mind, where it was asked to be releasing the big, not nice one. I said, no, I'm not. And then it got angry. This side said, watch it from snakes. And I'm asking Penny, are there any snakes in this season? It was October. Are there any snakes? And what did you say, Penny? Yeah, not too many, or this, or just the beginning of the season, or whatever, something. Elia is there Elia is there just on the pathway. And suddenly, what was it? A cobra? I don't want to scare any of you, but it wasn't. It was directed at me. It was personal. And King, it was King. What was the name of it, Penny? King something. Disgustingly venomous. Anyway, so I started to chant all my Kabbalah and to chant everything, anything that I knew. And we said to Elia, don't move. And then it moved. Because I said to my guides, you watch it. Make sure she's okay. Or we're okay. Anyway, and then it went towards where we needed to go, to the galactic area, the portal. There's actually a portal there in that vortex, which I managed to open with the horn and the conch. I have the code. And every year, the code is working. King Mulga. The fuck? Even just the name gives me. King Mulga. Anyway, the next morning we have done sunrise. We have done sunrise segue, which that's what we're going to do. You really all should just say thank you for Elia for spending all my money and doing all those experiences that I then pass on to everyone else because it's a joyful one. And then I'm hearing I'm going to get you. The snake is coming to me in my ear and saying, I'm going to get you. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm going to get you. I'm here in the bush and I'm going to get you. And I'm like, well, no, you're not. And that's how it tried to keep the spirit, because I didn't release it to come through. And I'm like, if the guides, if God, if the angels would like to release you, they would have. But until I get the direction, I'm not doing anything. So to go to those spiritual places, you can't just go as tourist. I mean, you can, no worries. Oh, this is this, this is this. But when you're coming with me, you're actually getting the adventure. You're getting the adventure of your spiritual growth. And that's what it's about. So, yeah, everyone can do a tour. And it's not about doing a tour. It's about clearing your energy and being authentic to yourself. And that authenticity is exactly what I'm speaking about, what I'm talking about. Because there is a pathway there that where we walk in Kata Tjuta, where I ask you to connect to the divine masculine. And that divine masculine, it's all the action that you could never take. It's all the relationship that you've had and you were never feeling empowered. It's all the connection to the father, to the masculine, to the action, to being judged, to judge others. All those things relates to that. I'm going to clear it. The full moon in Pisces is the divine feminine. We're going to clear and be basking in that. And we're going to do sunrise of camels. We're going to do dinner by the rock. It's like I feel that I'm combining deep, deep spirituality with very strong energy. So what shall we meditate on today? Plus the return to country. Of course, we are connecting with the indigenous. We're going to do dot painting. We're going to hear talk stories. It's going to be child level. But that child level is so deep when you're connecting, because remember, that child is so innocent. So if you'll be there with heart open, everything is, you won't be the same person. It's going to be different. I know some people that went there and they seemed so quiet and polite, and then when everything has opened, they were screaming their lungs out on all the things. And if you ever thought that you effed up, if you ever thought that you were a failure, if you ever thought that you are not connecting, please, you will be shifting that and taking it out. And that is the purpose, to give yourself that permission. And what can I say? Talk to me and we can make things happen. So what shall we meditate on today? What do you reckon? Why don't we check? Come, Penny, come with us. Penny was the one who introduced me quietly. Come. Maybe they will give you a discount there, right? And God is my witness that the price that you're getting is the best possible price that can happen with everything. So if you have any calling, if you have any this, talk to me. So why don't we check how your inner child is? Shall we do a quick inner child meditation? What do you reckon? Who would like inner child meditation? 5 seconds. Boom. Let's see how it is. Because I want your inner child to play. Not to conduct your relationships and not to go to work. So would you like? So before we do, let us see how old. Just write to me some numbers, please. Just write these. Tell me, write me down how old is your inner child. Right here, right now. Can you write to me? Because I want to know to which language to speak. 10-year-old, 7-year-old. Give me some ages. Liat, you probably were not even born. 6. I love that you're 007 license. 10. Okay. So you're all pretty coherent there. 8. Okay. 16. Mariam, 20. That's inner child. Maria, go deeper, my love. Go deeper. Mariam, just send me a DM after, okay, darling? All right. 8. So what I want you to do is take a few deep breaths. You're breathing in all the way to your stomach. You're breathing out all the stress. Breathing in all the way to your stomach. Breathing out all the stress. As you're breathing in, your body is getting more and more relaxed. As you're breathing out, your whole body start to feel the space that you need to feel what is real and what is not. I want you to access and assess your inner child. Are they happy? Are they sad? What are they wearing? How are they feeling? Are they happy to connect with you? You're allowing your energy just to be. Talk to that child and acknowledge, how are they? Give them the love and joy that they need. Your body is filled with love and light. Your body is filled with joy. I want you to ask from your little child, what do they need from you? And how can you support them? Do they need a cuddle? Do they need a play? Do they need specific food? Do they need safety and security, or simply a hug? Do they just want to hang out with you? Or have they been taking some major decisions that they don't need to take anymore? Your body is filled up with that joy, yet on the other hand, it's filled up with your current energy. You're giving yourself permission to be, and you're giving yourself permission to connect through your heart. As you are connecting through your heart, you're being strong and connected to your child. If you're already a parent, whether it's a pet parent or a child parent, I want you to parent that child and care for them. Be in touch with them if they need to do some drawings, if they need to just hang out, if they need to eat a specific food, just as a memory, not constantly. Give it to them. If they have a dream that they want to achieve, perhaps you've already done it, but it was never acknowledged. So give yourself that permission to acknowledge. And as your energy is shifting, I want you to cuddle, hug that child. Tell them they don't need to worry about anything. You're in charge. You're the boss. You're the one who is going to take care of action right now. Whether it's work, whether it's relationships, whether it's friendships. A child does not run it. You do. So give yourself that permission. And then send them to play or to hang out or to do what they want, as long as you are the one who is in charge. It could be that you had a severe trauma at that specific age, and that's when the child took over. Guess what? You can deal with that now. You don't need to wait for that sorting out, because you have probably already sorted out. But the child did not receive the memo that they are free. So as you're freeing your inner child, you're freeing yourself. So give yourself that permission and free it. And when you're ready, come back to your body. Come back to who you are and what you are. And how did you go? How did you go? You're back in your body. You are in control. You are the boss. Your current self is the boss. And that's what we want. Write to me. How did you go, darling hearts? Can't see. That was actually relaxing, wasn't it? I'll write hi to see if it's going. Oh no, I can't see anyone now. What happened? Are we here? Can you see me? I don't know. I have no idea where everyone are. I hope that we are here. Hang on. Instagram, we are live. I have no idea what just happened here. I do not know. You can see me? Okay, amazing. I don't know why I can't see any of that. Can someone just write hi? I have no idea what happened. Here we go. Anyway, let's see if we can, and you can hear me as well. I think something has just been pressed and I just don't know what it is. Comment. Let me go to comment. I have no idea. This is so embarrassing, but I think I'm still here. Anyway, thank you, Helen, for your message. I think it's because I wrote the comment. Anyway, let's go here. I am trying to go to Insta, and I am on Insta. Anyway, let's start with the reading. I know. I'm just so sorry that I can't. It's glitching, huh? Okay, so let's do this. Come back. I'm going to finish this loud and clear, baby. I'm going to finish this one. Let's see. I'm back. Okay. I think because I've made the comment. Okay, and now you're back from out of space. I just walk here to find you here with that sad look upon your face. Okay, but I can't see any of the messages, any of the comments. So if you are commenting, let me see if I remember everyone that were there. I really like to challenge myself. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. And I'll survive. I will survive. Technology. Okay. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. I remember most people that were there, but I'm going to start here. Penny, the card for you is timid. Are you coming to Melbourne? I am now safe and secure. I am now safe and secure. That's the main thing. Francis, the card for you is abundance. The card for you is abundance. I am now proud of my achievements and am full of gratitude for my wonderful life. Abundance is everywhere. If there's someone else in here, let me know. All right, Helen, I'll start with you. If you're feeling stuck, you need to say, I'm free from any sticky situation. I now choose to fly. I am free to fly. Amanda, I know you're there. If you're still there, your card is ultimate love. Ultimate love. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways of love, joy, and happiness. Next card for Amy. Depriving, replenish. I am now willing, ready, and able to nurture myself and shine my light. Amazing. Mariam, the card for you is lack of awareness. Lack of awareness. I now choose to raise my vibration and be aware of all that's around me. Okay, Maria, you're there. The card for you is purposeful. Purposeful. I am now willing, ready, and able to act upon my true calling and my clear purpose. Okay, Sandra, the card for you is blame, but choosing to change. I am now willing, ready, and able to be successful in all that I do. Let's see how much I'm engaged with my viewers, right? Shona, if you're still there, the card for you is balance. The card for you is balance. I am now in full balance in every area of my life. Amazing. I had there Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson, are you still there, Catherine, my dear? Empowerment. I am now willing, ready, and able to empower myself and others. I am now willing, ready, and able to empower myself and others. Danielle, I'm not sure if you're still there. Miss Frost, the card for you is stressed. Stressed. I am now cool, calm, and collected. I am now cool, calm, and collected. Ida, the card for you is happiness. In happiness for you. I am now willing, ready, and able to have happiness in my life. I am happiness. Okay. Who else? Who else? Who else? I'm not sure if Virgo, the soul, is there. Virgo, if you're there. Belonging. I now belong. I no longer long for love. I am love. Costa, if you're still there, I have no idea. I cannot see. Costa, your card is revive and balance. I am now willing, ready, and able to grow. I am now willing, ready, and able to grow. Justine, the card for you is deprived yet content. I am now willing, ready, and able to tune into my needs. I've done Costa. Yeah, Helen can send me who I haven't done. Yes. And Sinead, the card for you is wanting to change. I now realize that change is important to my evolution. It is safe to change. Su Cheng, I already did. Did I not? Who else? Who else? Who else? Catherine, I've done. Maria, I've done. Mariam, I've done. Helen, Amanda, Danielle. Joy, joy, fun, fun. Technology is... That's all I can say. I have no words. Really, I have no words. This is ridiculous. Okay. Georgina, all the way in Paris. Madame Georgina, Yasu, agile. The card is agile. I am agile and I now choose to adjust to life changes effortlessly. So if you can't run on the Champs-Élysées, oh, just take it easy, walk it slowly. Yes, I will take one for me, Francis, but I will just have to wait a tiny bit more because Georgina was one of the first ones. I'm trying to go, but not to get too stressed. Unbelievable. Who else? Who else? Who else? If I miss someone, I'm so sorry. I am fighting. Maria, I gave a card. Maria, I gave a card. That was the stack, I think. No, stack was for Helen. But I gave a card. Kat, how are you, beautiful? Su Cheng, I gave you a card. I'll do another one. Kat, the card for you is success. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathway to success. I have the magic touch. Beautiful. Su Cheng. Okay, sorry, I thought I did. Burdened. There's a lot of stuff happening. I now let go of the heavy burden. I feel light and free. Anyone else? Nikki. No problem. Self-blame. Self-blame. I am now willing, ready, and able to have love for myself and others. I am now willing, ready, and able to have love for myself and others. Okay. Card for me. Okay. What do you think? Okay. My card is refresh. You're welcome, darling. Come and visit me in my new clinic. Every cell in my body feels refreshed and energized right here, right now. Beautiful. What you think about it? The card for you is security. The card for you is security. I am now secure on all levels and dimensions. I am now secure on all levels and dimensions. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? I'll do one general. I am a light worker. That's for all of us who are watching us. I am a light, say with me, I am a light worker. My body is in its perfect expression. Each of my cells and every strand of my DNA are now in ultimate vitality. Are now in ultimate vitality. And that's the beauty of it, okay? So what I'm wishing for us is to be active. I've already done 3 Pilates this week. I'm very proud of myself. I am now active and full of vital energy. I am now active and full of vital energy. Okay? So, I want to send us all love and light. I want to send us so much joy and so much happiness. And if you are interested, if it's speaking to you, talk to me, please. Next month or the month of June, the Spiritual Sunday will be on June 21st. So it's going to be the exchange date. So yeah, we can meet for meditation as well. But currently, feel, think, text me or DM me. I love you so much. I'm sorry that I can't see you in person, but I hope I can actually switch it off. So much love. Penny, let me know if you're coming to Melbourne. Text me. So much love and light. If you missed this, go to my YouTube channel, Sharon Tal, the Soul Alchemist. And I think that tomorrow I'm going to put the reel of the tons of work that was created for this amazing new building and new energy and new everything. So bring it on. Love you all. Take care. 1, 2, and